NBC airs an epic 40th anniversary special for Saturday Night Live. Cast members who left the show long ago, like Bill Murray, Eddie Murphy, Chris Rock, Martin Short, Chevy Chase, they came back last night to help celebrate. Some recreated the characters that even helped make them famous.
Live from New York, it's Saturday Night!
Sean, you control the board.
I'll take Horage for 200.
Yes, I know what you're saying. Less of Kate, more of SNL. I get it, I get it, I get it. Let's bring in Professor Robert Thompson from Syracuse University, a television and pop culture expert. Professor, I mean, when you look at this, NBC really blew it out for this special. Yes, it's 40 years, a 40th anniversary, but it was a 3.5-hour event. It was star-studded. They had a red carpet beforehand. It kind of, some folks really say, it speaks to how SNL went beyond comedy. It kind of spoke to, it was kind of our cultural mirror, if you will.
Yeah, and boy, did they ever. You know, I don't normally like these clip shows. They go on too long, but this was just an absolute masterpiece. Not since the Motown 25th anniversary back in '85 have I seen something so beautifully put together. And I think you put your finger on it, especially for people of a certain age, definitely my age. There was no MTV. Saturday Night Live starts in '75. MTV doesn't start until '81. There was no Daily Show. There was Carson was about it. So when this came out in '75, there was nothing on the air like it, and it really became a generational identifier. And while its position in the culture is different now and not so central, for about 20 years there, between '75 and the mid-'90s, Saturday Night Live was a very, very important cultural entity.
Yeah, I mean, it really helped shape, as you said, for a generation, it helped shape how folks approached, discussed, or even digested very serious political, as I say serious, Bradley Cooper and is making out with, with Betty White.
You're right.
But I mean, with those two things, when you really juxtapose them, does SNL still have that influence today? Can they have that influence today?
By the way, that wasn't the dirtiest Betty White joke of the night, which is pretty funny. Well, I won't even say what the other one was.
Oh,
well, it's not the same, but well, there was something about Betty White's here tonight, so we're all getting laid. That was the other joke that came later in the episode. So Betty was featured in important places here. But your question about its I mean, when Saturday Night came on, we had Johnny Carson. He told jokes about politics, but he wasn't a political satirist. Now, of course, we've got the likes of The Daily Show, which is some of the most important political analysis we've got out there. And I don't think The Daily Show would have happened had Saturday Night Live not kind of cleared the real estate. It's like Saturday Night Live goes out into the wilderness in the '70s, clears all this stuff, starts doing things that would have seemed outrageous on television before, and leaves the space then for these other things to move in. Comedy is now an important part of the civic conversation, and we have Saturday Night Live to thank for a lot of that.
Well, it also kind of became the place to go if you were a politician trying to show that other side of you, that I'm an approachable guy or I'm an approachable gal. When you think of the list of politicians that have been skewered and then also played along, Sarah Palin is just one of them.
Right. Gerald Ford showed up in a taped thing. Obama has shown up. Sarah Palin, of course, was there last night. She's become one of the beloved alumna of the program. So, yeah, there is a sense of there's always this kind of dicey relationship between those making fun and those being made fun of. And if you don't play along, even Richard Nixon went on laughing. That shows how important it is to play along with the clowns.
I guess so. I guess so. And we'll continue to play along with them. Professor Robert Thompson, it's great to see you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right.